Hello and good morning. So I thought I will do this live, and I got my voice a little interesting, but that's the time to actually speak because speaking then it's kind of like singing. The benefits of singing, as you're singing, the voice box also gets a little aeration, and there is a greater chance of getting better if you're not saying something um, angry, which will actually inflame your tissues. You're not saying something which is unpleasant or poisonous, which will again inflame your voice box. So, speaking nice things, singing nice things is good for health. So, if you're having a throat condition, you should talk nice things. We should the chakra also, they say. So, it's a voice of truth and all that. So, it helps to speak pleasantly, health becomes better, but your mental state also becomes better. But when we talk in terms of the Shri Gandha, if we consider our body to be like a tree and sandalwood tree at that, and we say Shri, like from silence, shh, and that which arises from silence, if it's even if it's a few little words, and it is the words are on the base of silence, and ga is also referring to body. So when we are silent and our body is not screaming from pain or attention or need for attention or any of that, our body is already less inflamed. And sometimes, if there is inflammation, like today I have in my throat, um, paying attention to the silence that is already there underlying all the sounds, and if our body at baseline is at peace, or there is peace, you have a body that's human, you have that. It may just be within several layers. Um, Once you get a little more familiar with the silence that's already there in your body, the stillness that's already there, when you're sleeping, you're not really doing karate chops. Nevertheless, when you stop doing karate chops, your body is still enough. When you stop talking, there is silence enough. Yeah. And when you kind of stop being something, anything, everything, a lot of stuff, you're basically nothing. So you have silence, stillness, nothing. And you may or may not have difficulty with the baseline, but you have the baseline. Whether or not you like it. I mean, and then you have sounds and all kinds of movements, including karate chops, and you also have everything, something, anything, over and above nothing. So no matter how rich or healthy or wise, no matter where you are, we have the baseline. As like floor, yeah? It's also called the Sri Chakra. It's a kind of a copper plate, but it's also kept on the floor. It's like Bala Tripura Sundari is said to be standing on the Sri Chakra. So if you see, it's like ground zero on the floor. Yeah. And then once you have the Mula Adhara, we are standing on earth. So mother. So on the Mula Adhara, when you're standing, not like you're one little fiend, yeah, jumping around with your own me. You're likely to be walking on earth like a person who has good enough reasons to walk and do stuff, eat, see the trees, excuse me, um, say things nice. We can sing also on our feet on Earth. No other planets have yet discovered. We're still looking for signs of life in other planets, stars, galaxies. So we're all on Earth. So we have the Mula Adhara, and then from there, if you're mindfully walking on Earth, we won't trip and fall. We'll pay attention to the balance between front, back, sides. And like a tree, you'll be standing up tall. And like an animal, instead of using four, you'll be able to stand stably on 2 feet because we're mindful enough about the 2 feet we already have and don't have to be like microbes. Uh, Otherwise, somebody would think you're a pest and use a anti antiviral or anti-infectant, use a disinfectant. So if you're not being a problem, people are not trying to cause problem. Yeah. And when you're being mindful, you're more likely to also notice somebody else maybe having a little trouble because they don't know Muladhara. Yeah. And body is Gandha. Yeah. So when you're more mindful about your body, your feet, and on the ground, and rooted with reality, mm, you're less likely to get into trouble. Your balance won't tip. Also, your common sense is less likely to tip, which is also good. And as you're speaking, your health is also likely to get better. Sugandhim pushtivardhanam. So it's something to think about. Yeah, when you say gandha, that's also smell, durgandha, sugandha. So smell is one of the six senses. Yeah, speech is also arising from you having a mouth and a tongue and the whole speaking apparatus. So we have this hole, we have this hole, we have this hole, we have this hole, 7 holes already on the face. Yeah, and 3 in between our legs. So we take care of our rainbow 7. Yeah, life is likely to be more colorful. Yeah, 7 colors of the rainbow, 7 sounds of music, Saptarishis, and uh, Saptapadi also they say. Yeah, marriage with life is more likely to be long lasting because our body is our lifelong partner. So keep it together with your lifelong partner. Marriage, first relationship with yourself. And then after being born only, you discovered, oh, mother, father. Yeah, and different people. So you kind of more recognize what you already have, but your first relationship with yourself, and then beautiful, work with people, talk to people, and all that, and pay attention to what you'd like to do. You don't like to do something, there are other opportunities, but you got to know what you like to do first. But oh, I got my sniffles. Okay, so you can be friends with your sniffles, or you can fight it and increase inflammation. That would be like karate chops. Silent karate chops with your own body. And you will aggravate the problem. And before you know it, you're really having sniffles. Yeah. When you're more paying attention to your body and then noticing, oh, you have sniffles. Sniffles is not a mountain. Yeah, it's a molehill that can be worked with. Where your problem is just manageable, not yee. Uh, so it just gets nice. So happy morning. And thank you so much for joining me. I was trying to come within that 6 to 7 window, around 6:55 something, close to 7. So I made it. Yeah. So it's a little success for me too. I'll try to not go beyond the 7 thing. Yeah. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope this has been of value to you. Yeah. I will learn to speak more clearly. But learning to speak clearly also begins with me showing up and then practicing in a live webinar with content like this. So slowly, my vak shuddhi, yeah, clearly speaking, becomes more possible. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you could understand what I'm saying. I will keep practicing. I'll get better. Thank you so much for your encouragement and support. Good day.